Alright, yo, what is happening, everybody? It is your boy, Wolf Gainer Chris, or just Chris. In today's video, I got something for you guys. It's another Mr. Nightmare video. Now, I told you guys in my other video yesterday, if you guys didn't see that, go check it out. I told you guys that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. That's what my channel is going to be about. Challenges and reaction videos. Now, it's not common to do that, but I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So, guys, come check me out whenever I make a video. And yesterday I told you guys that I'm going to be doing a remake of the video yesterday because it wasn't that long, and my cousin, he didn't want to stick around too long. So, we only did one story. But we're going to go through this whole video. And this is called, this is from Mr. Nightmare, if you guys don't know who he is. A lot of people do know, but if you don't know, go check him out. Put him in the link in the description. Other than that, this is called 3 True Independence Day Horror Stories. Like, basically 4th of July. Everybody should know that. But anyways, guys, yeah. So that's what my channel's going to be about and everything. Let's just get right into this video, though. Let's go.
It was July 4th, 2007. I was 16 years old, and I had nothing to do for the night. My older sister Alicia, who has 9 years on me, was going to some huge party upstate. I think it was referred to as the Rockaway Bomb Show, where a bunch of young, out-of-college adults would go to drink and go crazy. Surprisingly, when I told my sister that I had no plans, she invited me to come with her and her boyfriend Alex. Now, I was a shy kid, so maybe that's why she was inviting me, to help me break out of my shell. But being 16 years old, it was definitely out of my comfort zone to go attend some crazy drinking party full of 20-year-olds. Somehow, though, she guilted me into going. We'd have to stay at a motel overnight there, so I packed my stuff, and within 2 hours, Alicia was honking the horn outside. It was a long drive, close to 4 hours. By the time we arrived, the sky was already turning that bright orange as the sun was setting. We pulled into some sketchy-looking road with a sign that said, "Fireworks Show This Way." I rolled down the window and already heard a huge crowd of people in the distance. As we passed the tree lines on either side into the clearing, we could see a transportable stage, a bunch of tables scattered everywhere, and a food and drink bar. People in their low 20s everywhere, all holding beers or other alcoholic beverages. I felt my heart sink a little in social nervousness. Alicia parked the car on the grass, because really there was no parking lot, and the parking was basically a free-for-all. I followed Alicia and Alex to the party, and they immediately, coincidentally, found some of their friends who already seemed drunk. They introduced me, and we chatted for a bit. Alicia handed me a beer, which I nervously accepted. As soon as I took the first sip, I started getting weird stares from people. I was afraid someone would ask me how old I am. I continued to cling on to Alicia and Alex for another 15 minutes before they both split up and started talking to random people. At that moment, I felt alone and awkward. In the middle of hundreds of college students and graduates all conversing with each other, and here I was, an awkward middle school-looking 16-year-old with a beer in his hands all alone. A hand grabbed my shoulder and I turned, thinking it was Alex or Alicia, but it was rather some older guy. I mean, like, out of place old. The guy was like in his 40s or 50s. He had a balding head and glasses. He looked like he could be a creepy priest. He then took the beer out of my hand and said, "How old are you?" That hit me hard in the stomach as I choked up for words. I was actually just getting that from my sister. He put the beer on a nearby table and asked me what my name is. I, still thinking this guy was a worker at the show or something, told him Jake. Then he asked me who I'm here with, and I responded, "My sister, like I just told you." Eventually, I talked my way away from the guy and looked for Alicia or Alex. There were so many people here, though, and I didn't have a cell phone back then, so I couldn't even text or call them. It got to a point where I felt so alone and awkward that I wandered away from the party and into the woods. I sat on a log, reflecting on myself and regretting my decision to come, when all of a sudden I heard a huge boom, followed by a roar of cheering. The fireworks show had started. I could actually see perfectly fine from where I was sitting, so I decided I'd just stay there. My mind was sucked into the beauty of the fireworks blowing up in the sky. So much so that I forgot about how upset I was. And suddenly, I couldn't breathe. Something was wrapped around my mouth and nose. I struggled. I tried to scream and break free. I felt like I was becoming lightheaded. I looked up for anything on the ground to use as a weapon and pulled up a big stick. I tried swinging at the person's leg, but it didn't work. The person pulled me down to the ground and pinned me on my stomach. As a final attempt, I grabbed a big stone from in front of me, and with a single, lucky swing, I struck the person straight in the face. They let loose their grip and let out a grunt, giving me enough time to get up and run. I did take one glance at the person, however, and could see that they were wearing the same thing that the man I saw earlier had been. I ran back to the party where they were shooting off the fireworks and asked the apparent hosts of the party if they knew the man. They said they hadn't. I told them what happened, and one of the guys was like, "Holy shit, buddy, yeah, we're gonna report this." By the end of the night, when my sister and her boyfriend were too drunk to drive, I ended up driving to the motel. I never told anyone in my family about the incident out of embarrassment, but that's something I kind of regret now. My name is...
Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say for that. I really don't. Wow. That was kind of weird how... No, actually, you know what? Never mind. It's just weird. Anyways, on to the second story.
Is Ivan. I'm 15 years old, and this is the scariest experience of my life. So it's the 4th of July, 2015. I live in a calm suburban neighborhood that's usually very quiet, but one night it all changed. My dad had to work extra late since he was covering someone's shift, and my mom was at some friend's house party. This was a Friday night, so I would usually just play games on my computer and talk with friends, basically having my kind of fun. I would do that every single Friday night without any issues. The time was about 9 or 10 p.m. and I was playing my favorite game, League of Legends, talking with some friends, when suddenly I heard a window shut. Or maybe it was something else. I thought it may be the broken dishwasher we had that sounded very loud. I ignored it and wanted to get back to my game, so I increased the volume on my headset. The sound echoed so loud that I could almost hear it with the volume on 96%. I had enough and wanted to see what it was. So I reduced the volume and told my friends to hold on and that I would be right back.
Never say that.
The sound wasn't from the dishwasher or the dryer.
See, you never say that in a horror movie. You say, "Hey, I'll be right back," and then you come back. You don't come back. You never say that. You're just jinxing yourself, sir. Oh my god. In some horror movies, they say that all the time. "I'm coming right back." 2 hours later. No. Boy, boy. Anyways, you never say that, bro.
It wasn't a window either. The sound was still underway though when I came to look what it was. The basement. I had never gone in there since we moved in, and my parents told me to never go down there by myself. Not for suspense reasons or anything like that, but they actually just don't want me going down there moving around any boxes. The basement was dirty, and the door was kind of broken and always gave out creepy drafts when it was open. I went to the basement door and listened. The sound went on for a good 2 minutes before silence. My whole body was actually filled with joy and happiness. But before I could even breathe out and go to my room calmly, the sound started again. First quietly, and then louder and louder and louder. I was completely home alone, if you're wondering. No parents, no pets, no babysitters, nothing. I didn't even have any weapons to defend myself either. I was so scared that I started having thoughts about my entire life, as if it were flashing before my eyes, so completely sure I was going to pass out or even die. Now the sound was very loud. I went straight to my room and closed and locked the door very quietly. I took my phone and dialed my mom's number. She told me to call the police, which suddenly seemed like a better idea. I called the police, and as I was on the line with the operator, I heard a door opening from all the way downstairs. Because it was so loud, I knew that it was the basement door. The operator told me that they would be over as soon as they could. It was at that moment that the horrific truth hit me. Somebody was in my house. I listened in silence for a few minutes, other than the occasional firework booming in the distance from the outside, as I heard somebody rummaging through our kitchen and living room. I wrote to my friends in the chat, "There's a fucking intruder in my house." Before I could even see what they responded with, I heard footsteps coming upstairs. Thinking on my feet, I opened the window and jumped down 2 stories onto the grass, breaking my left ankle. I was crawling as far as I could away from the window, and when I looked up to the window, I saw him. The most disturbing face which has ever belonged to a man. A crooked mouth, round, wiry hair, and eyes so dark I couldn't even see them.
Oh my
But
god.
I could only see it for a few moments before he turned and walked away from the window. The sounds of cop cars stopping nearby was the greatest thing ever at that moment. I remember watching the police walking the man out to the car in cuffs, and I'll never forget that face, which looked even more horrific up close as it gave me an evil, hateful stare.
No. Yo. Dude, it showed a picture of some like... Oh my god. Dude, that thing was so freaking scary, bro. Oh my god. Dude. Too freaking scary. Bro, I'm turning on the freaking lights, bro. No. I'm turning on the lights. No. Wow. Dude, okay. That was scary. I'm not gonna lie, that was really scary, guys. I didn't realize it was gonna be that scary. Wow. I'm actually scared. Like, I've never been scared. I'm actually terrified. Wow. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am scared shitless. Probably gonna go be with my sister or something because I'm scared. And I'm probably gonna take a picture of what I saw because I'm gonna show her and she's gonna get scared too. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You already guys already know it. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You already guys know how we do it. Wolfpack, anything. Oh! And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.